And our guy Juice Springsteen.
All right, that's 2.
Put the thing. Do the Five Guys.
I got the Five Guys.
Yeah.
Five Guys burgers. Where'd he go?
He's coming
Dressing
back.
here.
There he is.
Oh my God, we're like fucking rookies. All right, so you've been called Juice Robinson and Bruce Springsteen today.
Hey, I'll take it. Those are 2 guys that are more over than I'll ever get, so I'll take the acknowledgement.
You'd rather be the boss though than fucking Juice Robinson, no?
Well, with how he shaved his face and looks completely different than what he initially looked like and got over with, then yes, I would be the boss. I'd rather be the boss. But
if you're Juice Robinson, though, you're slamming Tony Storm on a daily basis.
yeah, you know what? You make a very good point. And he's a little bit younger than the boss, if I'm not mistaken.
I gotta ask.
So HK, banging Tony Storm, you could fuck your gimmick all to hell. I guess
Right,
that's what he
right.
did.
And I want to point out, it sounded like Brundlefly said on a daily basis, and I want to know
Well,
what that. I mean, is it because of the ass, Brundlefly? You're banging her on the daily?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Behind the daily.
The daily basis.
never a dull moment in here, huh, guys?
Never. This
Never.
is like, and we're in like peak form. This is afternoon Wizards, and this never happened. So this is gonna go off the rail very quickly. Juice Springsteen, he's our resident WCW guy. If you listen to wrestling podcasts, you need to be listening to the Juice Box. And we did the barbecue last week, so we didn't really cover a lot of wrestling news, but we got a little clarity on the Peacock deal. And obviously this affects you because, there's not a lot of places you can watch WCW without all the fucking, like, our homework tonight was a great WCW tag team match, but the YouTube commercials, oh my God, horrendous. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
And do you have a plan, Juice,
Oh yeah.
if the WCW vintage stuff disappears?
So I got plenty of plans. First of all, thank you guys for having me on Labor Day afternoon, very unique time frame. Monday afternoon Raw and Monday afternoon Shining Wizards. So I'm here for it, and I'd like to pour one out for the cock, as today is the final day. Yesterday was the last PLE on the Peacock app and network, and now we're going right into ESPN because they said, you know what, let's fuck AEW one more time. So man, it's interesting. The OG WWE network it was the best. Like, it was the best thing that ever happened. I remember the first day I signed up right before my I had a 9 a.m. class. And by the time I was out of that class and on my way to grab some food, I was watching Great American Bash 92. So I was already just hook, line, and sinker with that. And, now we're going to move forth to a new era. I don't know where any of this stuff's going to go. I mean, specifically for me, first today on the WCW YouTube channel, which has been an amazing piece of work that they've added to. And I think they're going to come up with an ECW channel in the future as well. I believe they already have that. Like, they've created it, but they didn't put any videos to it yet. But that'll be eventually. They were running today in a marathon, just early episodes of Nitro, because Labor Day 95 was the first episode of Nitro from All of America. So they were running, Dungeon of Doom Nitros and very nostalgic stuff. And I think that's a great way to continue the WCW programming, especially with the WWE Vault as well. Like, there's so much stuff they put up a match, at least a match a day, every day on the WCW channel. And then every Sunday they've been putting up full pay-per-views or Clash of the Champions. It's been a wonderful thing to see. Now, to your point, though, with the ads, it's horrendous and it's rough. And I hope that at some point, and I've heard, some rumors about this, I don't know where the truth lies, but there's a chance you could get a YouTube TV channel that'll be in that framework that you could just cycle through. That would just be classic stuff. And I don't know whether it would be specific to a company or not, but if that's the case, I'm here for it, because I was back at the WWE 24/7 days where you got one pay-per-view every month and that was it. And maybe an episode of Raw from 96 and that was it. And then we've gotten so spoiled, and now it's kind of like, well, now they're taking it away or making it more expensive. So the only other thing I've been doing recently, to be quite honest, is checking out the Internet Archive and searching for these shows. And people have uploaded a lot of the WCW pay-per-views in the Internet Archive in full, regular version. There's no ads. I'm not sure if there's dub music. It might just be the VHS or network copies, but I've been watching shows like that, if you can find those. But that is easier said than done. Not everybody has access to that stuff.
I like your background, Tony. I like that. Yeah, the ECW thing that bothers me though, Juice. I can't get over the dub music. I can't.
New Jack.
No, it's horrendous. It's horrendous.
New Jack and DDP are my two biggest offenses because those are some grade A songs to have, and they have all the money in the world. It's pretty bad when AEW and Tony Khan will pay for any song, even if it's for one night. Yet WWE won't fork over money for a Nirvana ripoff for DDP or Ice Cube for New Jack. Like, what are we doing?
They'll gladly take your $6,000 for a third row seat at WrestlePalooza in fucking Indiana.
A show named after ECW. Come on.
Yes. Come on.
It's ridiculous.
What are we doing?
How are you guys going to remember the Cock era? I mean, it was a weird era because we were all with the network, and then they took it away. And season 1, like, I don't like how they framed those either. What the hell are we doing? So how are you guys feeling?
It's hard. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because there is a point where they just stop. Like, there's so much. I would love some WCW Worldwide. We never got
Worldwide.
We never
got main event. All of them.
Yeah, we never got numerous seasons of Saturday Night. Like, there's so much missing, and at some point they just stopped uploading shit.
Yeah,
and that's the frustrating part. We're missing years of superstars. There's no Mania on there.
Nothing. Not Wrestling Challenge.
Yeah, like I want that stuff. Like, I get it. Maybe not everything. Hello, Nelly. Didn't survive or it's old or whatever, but like, there's a whole audience out there that like just has the network / Peacock, whatever we're calling it, for the old shit. Give us what we want.
Yeah.
Paul.
And I know people have. I mean, you can see people sell DVDs full of seasons of Worldwide or whatever. People have access to them. If WWE wanted to get the files to upload them themselves, and the YouTube model is genius. It's their content. They own it, and they can get paid for it. Put it up then. I know, it's taken time. It's been since April since they've had this channel, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And I've loved when it was August, they put up a lot of Hog Wild, Road Wild stuff. I'm looking forward to November because they'll put up some World War III, maybe Battle Bowl, some other obscure November stuff. But now it's September. It looks like they're leaning towards Nitro, but I have a feeling on some Sundays, this is where we transition. They're going to start pivoting to some Fall Brawl stuff. And that is really some of the best, in my opinion, WCW stuff. Just nostalgia-wise. Maybe not the best overall stuff, but I mean, look, the Juice Box logo may or may not look reminiscent of the Fall Brawl logo. So I have a very soft spot for that as well.
If I had to pull, right, and I think you and Handsome Kevin might be in the same boat on this. Your favorite Fall Brawl match? Charlie Norris, Big Sky. And who doesn't love Charlie Norris?
Minnesota. Well, and Big Sky, is he not in Halloween 07?
Yeah, and I think he's Saber
Tyler Maine.
X-Men,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Tyler Maine?
Tyler Maine, yeah. Fall Brawl 93 has a great Rick Rude Flair match for the world title, or the international world title, however you want to call it. And then Booker T, Hall of Famer legend Booker T, gets humbled by Shockmaster submitting to him in the main event. So, started off great for his career.
Yeah, man.
That's what should happen. They should replay that clip and have people screaming, "Oh yeah, man!" Oh
it's
man,
so terrible. I can't watch. I don't like watching NXT to begin with, but that gives me more reason not to watch it.
Yeah, I try and watch NXT every week. I get about good half hour to 45 minutes in, and as soon as Trick Williams pretty much comes out, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I can't handle Booker T screaming his entrance the whole time.
Juice, I had a question for you because you are the on the panel here, the foremost knowledgeable when it comes to WCW, I would say.
Thank you.
I want to know everything you know about Festival de Lucha.
Oh, so I'm not as up on it as I should be, especially because the access to it hasn't been really there. And Festival de Lucha, and especially in the other worlds, the When Worlds Collide show, I don't think they've ever been actually uploaded to any WWE sites, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct there?
It's on the WCW YouTube.
Oh, okay. They did put the one on the YouTube. Was it both those shows?
Just the one that I've seen, Festival de
The
Lucha.
Festival de Lucha, and that's the 99 one or 98 one with La Parka and all those guys.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that one's a really good show as well. I wish they'd put the When Worlds Collide show up, especially since they're whoring out that name now for new shows. Let's do the same thing again. Especially whenever WCW was looked at as like they lost, yet we're going to use Halloween Havoc and we're going to use Great American Bash and we're going to use War Games.
Well, they
all
own
these entities that worked. Yeah,
Smart.
but they worked. They know people love it.
Well, yeah, it's smart to use it though if you own it.
Yeah. What wasn't smart by WCW was changing their logo, and this was the Abomination in 2000. Yes, I've got this shirt as well, and I want to transition this into the WCW YouTube channel. The most viewed piece of material on that channel is the match that's on the back of this shirt, which is Goldberg Scott Steiner, no DQ. One hell of a match between those two behemoths, and it's probably one of Goldberg's best matches overall. A nice little shed of light in the darkness that was WCW 2000.
No.
Sorry, I swear to God, When Worlds Collide was on the network.
I thought it was it ever on the actual OG network?
I think it was. It's under WCW.
I feel like I remember watching it on the network.
That's what I thought. I thought I had seen it at one point, and then that's why I was like, "Oh, they uploaded the other one too. Like we got them both." But now it just seems we only have the later one, not the early one.
Because everyone's seen the Love Machine Eddie Guerrero tag match, but there's a couple other gems on there. Conan's on there. Conan. How do you say it?
Madonna's boyfriend is on there.
Who doesn't love
Conan.
Louis Spicoli?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, because it's September, I really hope that they lean into some Fall Brawl stuff. I feel like they will be leaning into more Nitro stuff because this is the 30th anniversary of that. But they've been uploading some old Thunders, and I'm like, can we get out of that, please?
Oh, you're crazy.
Do you still celebrate something that's dead? An anniversary?
I do.
You do? Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
WCW, I have to.
Okay, gotcha.
Mall of America, what a genius idea in the 90s.
I mean,
Puppy Shirt Luger.
Right. well aware. I just, if it's dead, would you still celebrate the anniversary? You know what I mean?
I think so. I mean, there's a lot of historical things that we celebrate or acknowledge, whether we celebrate it if you just acknowledge it as like a holiday, is that really celebrating it? Especially if those are dead people that you're celebrating.
I don't celebrate much holidays, so I'm the wrong guy to ask on that one.
9/11, acknowledge me.
You put
Pearl
2 ones
Harbor.
in the sky.
Acknowledge me.
I mean, that's the only
bell.
place
Ding,
I
ding,
went.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hammer it home.
Jesus, guys.
Happy Labor Day, everyone.
Yeah, happy
That's
Labor.
right.
Labor Day, acknowledge me.
Now, Tony, are you doing? Because you're like leaning back, almost like a Sabu.
Well, here's the problem, right? Because the green screen
Celebrating him
fucking
too.
just doesn't cover everything that I wanted it to cover. So I'm trying to get. You know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Acknowledge
No,
me
it
there.
looks good. Yeah. Now that looks like Sabu though. When you do this,
Roman Reigns don't look like Sabu.
just point your. You don't have to lean back.
Well, I got to get my whole hand in there. Otherwise, I'm just, I'm fucking doing Big City.
There's a clip for you, Double T.
Yeah. Fall Brawl, right? Great time.
Yeah.
Everybody loves WCW Fall Brawl. War Games. Do you have a favorite Fall Brawl War Games, Juice?
So the War Games matches, people tend to go with the Wrestle War 91 and 92 as
Right,
the
but
best.
that's like Great American Bash, Wrestle War, right? But we're talking
Yeah,
Fall
it's
Brawl in September.
Right. And 93 was meh. 94 was fun. You had the Nasty Boys, Funk, and the Rhodes Boys, Dusty included, being involved there. My personal favorite, though, purely from an angle standpoint, and I mean, I was just 4 years old when it happened, but I remember watching Nitro the next night and thinking Ric Flair was dead. Was when he got his head slammed in the cage door by Kurt Hennig when he turned on them. The NWO did, and that was Horseman Country. They ran Winston-Salem 4 years in a row for Fall Brawl, and I mean, they slammed Flair's head in the cage, and the next day they showed it probably 10 times. And I remember as a little kid just thinking, like, oh, is he dead? Like, is he okay? Like, they made it so serious, and it was just right in the thick of what I always say is the best year for pro wrestling, '97. And you can watch some of the fans as Hennig's kind of like, am I going to slam this or not? They are so worked up that he's going to do it. And they're like, Duck, stop it. They're so like angry and just involved with it, pissed off. Horseman Country. They took it so serious down there. And I just feel like that was probably pinnacle for WarGames in that era. I'm not going to, Dungeon of Doom, the 3-on-3-on-3.
You love it.
Come on.
You love it. You love it. Ric Flair says this killed the fucking territory when they slammed his head in the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it got good heat, though. I think anything following that probably killed the heat. Because, like, the angle was hot. How could you not want to tune in and see Flair get his comeuppance? But how they just did things after the fact, I mean, it can be debated forever. I think a lot of other things killed the territory before that and after that. So,
of course,
I feel like they didn't follow up with Hennig enough after that. Like, yeah, he won the U.S. title, but like it wasn't like maybe a month or two later where he's just another guy in the NWO crowd.
And I think they were supposed to go. I don't know if it was World War III or Starrcade. There was supposed to be a cage match between Flair and Hennig to blow that off, but I don't think that ever materialized. Whether someone was hurt, either guy, because Hennig come back from not wrestling at all, and Flair had to get surgery, I think, at some point later that year anyway. So
I think it was the surgery and then the contract negotiations at the same time with Flair probably just killed that.
Yeah, well, there you go. And again, it's just more. You guys talked about this whole show going off the rails. I mean, WCW had great stories, and then they fell off the rails and never seemed to get back on the rails. They just seemed to do more rails and come up with something different.
See what you did there.
Do more rails.
All right, Juice. If you could book with the WWF roster right now a Fall Brawl WarGames to take place at WrestlePalooza. 4-on-4.
Or at Survivor Series?
No, right now in 19 days at WrestlePalooza.
Okay, well, because I'd pick it's a 4-on-4. We can't do 5-on-5.
I'm okay with 5-on-5.
Okay.
Clip that.
Because for me, if they want to do it, because I think John Cena being in a WarGames match would be exciting. It's something that he's never done. And I don't know, let's see it. Especially if Lesnar comes back and they do the whole thing. That's why, you brought up WrestlePalooza, but who knows when it actually happens. But I'd go Cena, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, which I don't know how they lose, versus Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed.
It's like you knew I was going to ask you this question.
Well, I think that's a match.
That was you didn't think at all. You were ready. You were fucking ready.
I think Cena and Lesnar captaining WarGames is a very interesting thing to be able to pull off in this final year for Cena. And if they want to go for it, they should go for it. So let's do it.
Do you see how quick the Juice did this? This is what goes on the Juice Box.
Yeah.
That's right. One take.
That's it. So fast. Juice, what's going on? What is coming up on the Juice Box for those who have not listened to us and tuned in?
That's right. Well, last week we had 2 weeks ago, Forbidden Door predictions. Past week we had predictions for Clash in Paris with Josh Eisenberg. This week we're going to be recapping pretty much all of that and leading into what we've got going forth. We got WrestlePalooza coming up. AEW's coming to Pittsburgh later on in September, so I'll be looking forward to that, and we'll be discussing the ins and outs of that. And just the fact that we're going to get All Out and WrestlePalooza on the same night. am I mistaken, or is that the first time 2 pay-per-views against each other for the 2 big companies since Survivor Series 87 and Starrcade 87?
Didn't they run? Yeah, I guess so, right? They ran what, Saturday night's main event against the Goldberg's last match was against AEW, right?
Yeah, but All In was done
It
by
was
then.
like the end. Yeah, it was the end, if anything.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
a weird.
pretty big.
It's a it's a weird. I don't know. Seems like a weird thing for WWE to do.
Well, yeah, but we know why they're doing it. Are you guys going to be going one or the other, or going 2 monitors like it was the Monday Night Wars back in the days?
I'll be fucking working, unfortunately. These
Oh,
fucking
damn.
Saturday pay-per-views can suck my dick.
Yeah, Double T usually goes one or the other.
I thought he double fisted, but
I'll ring the bell for you though, you fuckers. If I was home, I'd go double TVs. I would move both TVs into the living room.
Oh, when I see people online, I mean, we all see it on there, picking one side or the other, or like, no, I'm not going to watch this. I'm going to watch this one. Okay. You're missing out on potentially 2 great shows. Like, what pride are you holding on to that you can't watch both companies? Like,
it's so people, right? You brought it up earlier, right? People forget, right? All of us here, maybe not you, Juice, because you were 4 in fucking 1997. But I was dropping $90 a month to watch the WCW pay-per-views, WWF pay-per-views, and ECW pay-per-views. They were $30 a pop, and I had to watch them all. So, like, hindsight, like $30. I mean, I still don't have an answer. I don't know. I have ESPN with Hulu, so do I get?
We don't know. Because I have YouTube TV with ESPN.
Clear answer.
And you'd think they'd want to clear that up before the show.
But also, like, again, I'll be working, so I'm not putting down $30. I got connections.
Oh yeah. I think in this day and age, especially if you grew up in the early mid-2000s, you found a way to watch shows whether they wanted you to or not, or whether you had the money or not. So if you kept that all the way up until 2025, you'll be able to watch these shows.
The only reason why I'm friends with Tony.
Is Pirate Bay still in business? Is that still a thing?
Rum company?
I got gimmicks, bro. Don't worry about it. We got gimmicks. It's all good. The gimmick used to be the black box. Now it's all online gimmicks. We got you covered.
Yeah, the black box was the scrambled stuff. That's where it's at.
That was the best
back in the day.
Those were the best.
One of my buddies had a black box. It was the fucking best going to his house for everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking coming. Juice, this is always a pleasure. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I always forget too that you're from the Pittsburgh area. It's such a beautiful city. One of my favorite cities.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You've been there?
Yes, several times.
Okay, yeah, PNC Park. PNC Park, best ballpark in America, cheapest owner in the league. So you'll see no good teams there other than the ones that play the Pirates. But great views.
Yeah,
come on out anytime. We'll go to a game.
Used to be that meat and potatoes around the corner from the stadium.
They've got a new place across from the stadium now called Steak on a Stone.
Ooh.
Where they give you an 800-degree stone and you just cook the steak on your own. Kind of dangerous. You don't want to drink before you do that, but it's fun.
I'm out on anything. If I go out to eat, I'm not cooking my own fucking food. Hot pot, kick rocks, fucking steak on a stone, eat a shit, you lazy fucks. Cook my food for me. What am I paying you for?
Yep.
Fucking hot
to bring the stone so you burn yourself.
I fucking work with a fucking oven. I'll be fine, but I ain't cooking my own fucking steak.
We could have a competition where who could leave their balls on the stone longer.
Go for 30 seconds, Tony.
No, that's not gonna happen.
I burnt my nuts
down.
I'll be fine.
You burnt your nuts once. Now we got to hear this fucking abomination of a story. What the fuck did you do that you had to burn your nuts?
Before he tells the story, please silence so I can cut it and make drops out of it, okay?
No, it wasn't that I mean, it wasn't like a death-defying maneuver or anything like that. Everybody knows I used to be a chef. The oven of the door, I dropped it down, and I was looking to see what was in there, and I couldn't, and my back was hurting, so I bent at the knees and didn't realize that my pants were on the corner of the goddamn oven door until it was too late.
Or you wearing fucking
Was your zipper
fucking
down?
see-through pant. Like, what are you, plastic pants? What kind of fucking
No,
pants?
you're wearing the breathable fucking kitchen shorts, man.
Kitchen shorts?
Breathable kitchen shorts.
Yeah, it gets hot
He
in the
looks like
kitchen.
Shawn Michaels as a referee at SummerSlam.
Kinda. Yeah, so I burnt my sack.
We have
Not a big
fucking
deal.
Boy toy over here.
Boy toys.
Maybe
Juice,
just one
always a
now.
pleasure. Be sure, guys, check out the Juice Box wherever if you listen to this podcast on like Spotify or iTunes, like throw in the search the Juice Box. It's gonna come up. You're gonna see that beautiful logo behind him with the homage to Fall Brawl, and then Juice will drop as quickly as he named that 5-on-5 WarGames. He's gonna hit you with his news and information and opinions on the current state of pro wrestling, and they're great, and that's why we love the Juice, and that's why the Juice Box is here.
We's the juice.
Appreciate you guys having me on. Enjoy the rest of your show and Labor Day, and see you guys in another 6 weeks, huh?
That
Make it a
sounds
day.
like a date, Juice. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Juice.
Thanks, Juice.
See you guys.
See
Yep.
you, Juice. At least we got his name right. Like for the rest of the time he was here, we didn't call him like I don't know any other Juices
And now
or
you're dating.
Springsteens for that matter.
Rick Springsteen.
Rick Springsteen.